Speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Pay attention to the face. This is very, very important. I'm not going to waste your time.
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that?
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything?
1 second. He said you really heard that, huh? Look at how he's looking at Kimmel.
What? Yeah, I watched it.
As if he's heard it from higher uppers. Like, oh, I can't believe they saying this out loud publicly.
On the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this?
I thought we were friends. So look, the world is a whole stage, right? And this whole scenario, you can see that Diddy was very off guard about this question because Diddy has been on Jimmy Kimmel's show multiple times. And what makes this so significant that this entire interview, it took place in October. This is significant because Diddy was charged in November. How is it that Diddy was charged just a month after? So he was charged with that lawsuit just a month after, in 2023. On November 2023, that lawsuit appeared. Do you notice that Jimmy Kimmel, like I said, he's been on this show multiple times. Why is it that Jimmy Kimmel chose at this opportunity a month before? Because they were starting the character assassinations. This stuff ain't conspiracies, man. Why in the world did they target Diddy a month before the lawsuit? I did some research into this and I saw this video and I said, well, that's interesting. I wouldn't expect Kimmel to do that, you know, and given these recent events. I was like, I wonder if it correlates with the time that he got his lawsuit. And it blew me when I saw this just a month apart. I can pull this up right here and show you. So right here, it shows, boom. I look at the Diddy lawsuit 2023. The indictment comes months after several lawsuits that began in November 2023. November 2023 is when the lawsuit started. Now, this episode, typically, if you want to find it, you got to look up Diddy speaks about taking a toxic toad. It's a form of DMT or whatever, toad poison. That's typically how you can find this. But look at this dating of this real quick. It's showing right here where it's posted on abc.com on October 30th, 2023. Diddy literally looked at him like, oh, there's things going on behind the scenes. Like I said, Eddie Griffin already alleged that Lucien Grange, the Universal CEO, the CEO of Universal Music, was tied into the Diddy thing. And he believes that Diddy had tapes of him, which led to all this. Like, that's hearsay. It's all allegations. I'm not stating that. But what I will state, there is a correlation between Jimmy Kimmel, who was a friend of Diddy, coming out to expose him a month before the lawsuits. There are coincidences, possibly. But this would be one of the largest coincidences in a long time. I mean, truthfully, just a month apart. And then the lawsuits come. If you look at the facial expressions, if you look at the way that Diddy was looking in his body language, he went to Jimmy Kimmel expecting a friend and expecting safety. He did not expect to be bombarded with the allegation of what a security guard did. And what makes it very important is, guess when he gets sued in November, it was linked to the security guard. That means this message was sent down. Now, I'm not saying Diddy is innocent, and I ain't no Diddy advocate. But what I'm simply stating, just like Epstein, it appears that they choose the right moments to seek justice. They allow for so many people to be abused just to get what they want, or they will continue to allow people to be abused until they don't get what they want. There's a good chance that Diddy had information on somebody and they didn't like that, and it was going to get released, or possibly just had it in a safe. Someone told someone and it got a message sent down. Like I said, celebrities are an extension of media, and so are late night TV shows. Late night TV shows get the message, then celebrities react to it. But Jimmy Kimmel obviously got the script early, and this isn't just like, it's not far-fetched. Jimmy Kimmel is an elite. Jimmy Kimmel is an elite. He is an elitist. He's made it that far to where you can consider Kimmel an elite. So he would be able to have the ability to get the message of knowing what's coming down the pipeline and knowing how they need to hold someone quote unquote accountable. He put those bricks down along with other talking points. I encourage everyone, you ain't got to be a journalist. You don't have to, but I encourage everyone, if you have free time and you're interested in this, look up the interviews of Diddy in October, or look up the celebrities that spoke about him, etc. in October, and you'll see a correlation of people preparing to present a character that they are now trying to convince the world is bad. We can analyze this one more time.
This is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard.
And this is another thing. I saw a guy. So listen, you got to understand that this stuff gets reviewed, right? It's on a cutting room floor. Kimmel has to review all this stuff with a team. He let them know that he was going to break this stuff down. And what's even more interesting, he normally would have to let Diddy know everything that's in there. So typically, he told Diddy it was going to be something totally different. And what's even worse, there's a great chance he asked Diddy to come on the show. So Diddy thinking he already knows. Diddy has history. He knows he was set up. He knew instantly, like, oh, I'm set up because I wasn't given this information. He obviously has given this information and gone over this information with people in the rooms. He knew there was a problem. And that also tells you one more thing, that you know the world is a stage, because as soon as someone doesn't act in the script, you can see the panic in Diddy's eyes. The entire world is a stage. But look how they act when someone's not on script anymore.
Who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
He was furious. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. And then it's not a joke at all. And if the allegations about Diddy is true, he's a very violent man. And he had to catch himself, because he's like, you really just did this. Because if you look at that paperwork that recently put up in that release indictment, it says that Diddy, the number one thing that makes him violent is being threatened, his personality, his identity being threatened, like his character being threatened. And that's happening in his moment. So it does validate what the indictment states about his character right here. His anger can be seen. His posture can be seen. He's tensed up. He's ready to jump on Kimmel.
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I ever.
You see that? That's symbolic. That's how you know Diddy is a professional in this industry. No glaze. He said, this show has gotten a lot crazier since I've been here. That itself is like speaking to multiple people in the room. Like, oh, so things have changed. My position has changed. That's what we're doing here. That's what's going on now. This is, like I said, I speak on a code a lot. Look up a code history. Multiple times when people are aligned with a coach or have any type of, code history, or have friends that's higher up, spiritual advisors, etc., they know how to speak to multiple people at once in a room. And that's what he's doing right here.
It's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that?
What? Yeah.
It's all about love. That's not true. He's trying to even implicate Diddy, trying to, that ain't true about what happened. And then Diddy's like, man, you really implicating me here. You supposed to be my friend.
Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this?
Hey, speaking of,
it's right there in the face. I mean, if I'm crazy, I'm crazy. But like I say, I find some trends inside the world, and I like to notice patterns, and I like to investigate them. That's what I do. I'm a journalist tuber. But, like, comment, subscribe. Please, I'm for real. Comment on this one. Let me know your opinions. Let me know if you got some more information you want me to break down. I'm starting to take more requests. I want to know what you want me to know.